Welcome to our journey through the life of one of history's most iconic figures, Napoleon Bonaparte, a man whose deeds echo through the centuries. But who was Napoleon before becoming a legend? Join us on this trip through time. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in 1769 on the island of Corsica. From a young age, he showed a brilliant mind and unparalleled ambition. He moved to France to study at the military school of Brienne, where his passion for military strategy began to shine. In the tumultuous period of the French Revolution, Napoleon emerged as a key figure. His brilliance on the battlefield and loyalty to the revolution led him to rise quickly in military rank. In 1799, Napoleon carried out a coup and became the leader of France, assuming the title of First Consul. He promised to restore stability and order to a nation shattered by years of civil war and political conflicts. Over time, Napoleon consolidated his power, assuming the title of Emperor of the French in 1804. His rise marked the beginning of a new era in the history of France and left a lasting impression on European politics. As a leader, Napoleon embarked on a series of military campaigns known as the Napoleonic Wars, extending his dominion over much of Europe. His vision and military strategy were unmatched, allowing him to establish a dominant presence on the continent. Besides his military conquests, Napoleon is also known for his legal and social reforms in France. He created the Napoleonic Code, a set of laws that modernized the French legal system and left a lasting legal legacy that continues to be the foundation of the French legal system. After his defeat in the Russian campaign and subsequent conflicts with European powers, Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba in 1814. However, his exile was brief. He returned to France in 1815, in a period known as the 100 Days, but was defeated again at the Battle of Waterloo and exiled once more, this time to the island of St. Helena, where he would spend the rest of his days. The Battle of Waterloo, fought on June 18, 1815, was one of the most decisive confrontations in Napoleon's life. Despite his strategic brilliance, he was defeated by the Allied forces under the command of the Duke of Wellington and Marshal Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher. This defeat marked the end of his return to power and the beginning of his second and final exile. The morning of June 18th witnessed the fields of Waterloo shrouded in mist, as the armies of both sides prepared for a confrontation that would be etched in the annals of history. The battle began with a French attack on the Allied positions. Despite initial successes, the tide of battle turned against Napoleon as the day progressed. His army, though formidable, faced the combined forces of the British-led Anglo-Allied army and the Prussian army, which proved to be a challenge too steep. As the battle raged, the once feared Grande Armée of Napoleon found itself pushed back, the ground slick with rain and mud, making the movement of troops and artillery increasingly difficult. The Allied forces, well coordinated and bolstered by the timely arrival of Prussian reinforcements, hammered against the French positions. By evening, the field was lost to Napoleon, his once indomitable forces in retreat, leaving behind a legacy of what could have been. The aftermath of Waterloo was a somber epilogue to Napoleon's illustrious military career. It closed the chapter on his ambitions, ushering him into a life of exile on the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. The Battle of Waterloo was not just the fall of a mighty emperor, but also a pivotal moment that reshaped the political landscape of Europe, leading to the Congress of Vienna, which aimed to provide a long-term peace plan for Europe by settling critical issues arising from the French Revolutionary Wars and the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon's personal life was also notable, especially his marriage to Marie-Louise of Austria in 1810. Through this union, he sought to strengthen relations between France and Austria, cementing political alliances during a tumultuous period in European history. Marie-Louise, the daughter of Emperor Francis I of Austria, was seen as a symbol of peace between the once warring nations. Their marriage was a strategic alliance, yet it blossomed into a partnership of mutual respect and affection. Marie-Louise bore him a son, Napoleon II, who was named King of Rome, a title symbolizing his heritage as Napoleon's heir. This birth was significant as it ensured the continuation of Napoleon's lineage and legacy. However, their relationship was put to the test with the turbulence of Napoleon's reign, which eventually led to his downfall and exile. During Napoleon's hardships, particularly his exile to Elba and then St. Helena, Marie-Louise faced a dilemma of loyalty between her Austrian family and her husband. Though they corresponded through letters, she was unable to join him in exile due to political pressures and the changing allegiances of the time. Meanwhile, she took on the role of the Duchess of Parma, where she ruled until her death in 1847. The relationship between Napoleon and Marie-Louise showcases the intertwining of personal and political affairs during a significant era of European history. Their union, born from political necessity, bloomed into a familial bond that had its share of joy, love, and inevitable historical challenges. The tale of Marie-Louise and Napoleon adds a layer of personal narrative to the larger-than-life figure of Napoleon Bonaparte, providing a glimpse into the emperor's private life amidst a backdrop of changing European power dynamics. Napoleon left an indelible mark on history, not only for his military conquests, but also for his reforms that modernized France and other parts of Europe. His life is a testament to how one person can change the course of history. The Napoleonic Code, his most enduring legal legacy, streamlined the French legal system and served as a model for legal systems around the world. His attempts at creating a continental empire reshaped the borders and political structures of Europe, effects of which can still be seen today. His story is one of immense ambition, brilliant military strategy, but also of overreach and eventual downfall. The ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity that were the bedrock of his rule brought about significant societal changes, some of which have become the cornerstone of modern democratic societies. Yet, his autocratic rule and the immense loss of life in the Napoleonic Wars also pose stark reminders of the human cost of imperial ambition. Reflecting on Napoleon's legacy, we're reminded of the complex interplay between individual ambition, societal change, and the broader currents of history. His life invites us to explore the delicate balance between leadership and tyranny, innovation and control, peace and conflict. Now, as we delve into the annals of history and unravel the multifaceted narrative of Napoleon's life and times, we are left to ponder: what lessons can we draw from Napoleon's story that resonate with the challenges and opportunities of leadership in today's world? How does the past inform our understanding and expectations of leadership, and how might the legacy of figures like Napoleon continue to shape the global narrative? We hope you enjoyed this journey through the life of Napoleon Bonaparte. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, share it, and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. Until next time.